Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about a subject called how to choose your major or to choose your course. So this can be a bit tricky subject when it comes to a lot of students who kind want to change their fields, or for the students who are taking bachelor's degree and wanted to go for the USA for the first time. So I'll try my level best to simplify the process. If you're a student like me who want to change your majors to an entirely different course or to choose a different career path, you might get a little help from this video. So if you already have an idea regarding what to do or what career path to choose, this video might not be that helpful for you. So just watch it till the end and be tuned for the next video where I want to talk about how to choose your college. So let's get the process started. And to start this, first you need to have an initial idea or initial interest for a particular course or for a particular passion. So I would like to give a few examples regarding myself while just talking about the process. So for me, I'm interested in basic sciences and architecture since my school age. So what kind of career path I dream to have is I would like to become a teacher, or I would like to go into research and development side, or just come into a creative field like architecture and just change my career path. So healthcare was not in my list, and these are my initial interests. So you need to have an initial interest to get this process started. This is basically a 5-step process which I try to describe as simple as possible. So step 1, choose your country. A very easy thing, but not so easy. Discuss with your parents before you do it. Otherwise, the process will restart again if your parents doesn't want you to go to a particular country. So I initially wanted to go to Canada. After I've done the entire research, after I chose my subjects, my college and all, then when I told my parents, they were like, "No way you're going to Canada. Choose to go to USA or stay back in India." So first basic step is choose your country and discuss it with your parents. So step number 2, select top 10 universities from the country you have choose to go. So why you have to select top 10 universities? Because top universities usually have a plethora of courses. They offer you a wide range of courses ranging from 50 programs to at least 150 programs. So you get to know what are the options in front of you. So choose top 10 universities from the country you want to go to. So step 3, select one university from the pool and just go to the courses which they offer. Go into the admission section or the program section where you can find a list of courses which the university offers to you. Just scroll through the list, and for this step you also need a pen and a paper. It's a must. So just take your pen and paper, scroll through the list and write what all the courses you find interesting. And this thing should match with your initial list of interests. Like initially I told you that you need to have interests in at least 2 to 4 subjects or 2 to 4 areas. So this list should match your interests. So step 4, after you complete one university, you easily get some 10 to 20 names on the paper. My first university which I searched was University of Waterloo in Canada, and I came to know across a lot of different master's program which they offer, and my list was basically like masters in life sciences, masters in food and nutrition, or some science related fields. I don't exactly remember. So after you complete one university, you'll easily have 10 to 20 names on the paper. So repeat the list, repeat the step 3 with some 3 to 5 universities in the top 10 list. So by the end of step 4, you'll easily get 40 to 50 courses on your paper. So they might be repeating courses in each university. Apart from that, all the new courses which you are interested, just write them down, and it might become some 40 to 50 courses at the end. So don't be scared. These are just the courses which you are interested in, not the courses you are applying for. And finally, coming to the step 5. This is quite a tricky step, and it's the elimination round as well. So what you basically do in step 5 is you noted all the course list on a paper. So besides the courses which you have written down, just write from which university website have you seen that course. Like University of Waterloo, course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. University of British Columbia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just name it like that so it would be easy for you. And in step 5, you will go back to the course and the college website. So click on the course and open the course description. In the course description, you basically find the prerequisites. And after seeing the prerequisites, I bet you 30 to 40 courses will be eliminated after this step. So in my case, I've noted down something related to life sciences and also related to sports field. And by the end of step 5, all the courses which do not have a prerequisite or require a prerequisite of a different undergraduate course got eliminated. Like in some universities, life sciences, they generally want the applicant to be or to have an undergraduate life sciences degree or related science field degree. So all such courses will be eliminated after step 5. So after elimination, you might be just left with some 6 to 10 courses in the list. I only had 4 after the step. After the step 5, you had finally achieved to manage 6 to 10 courses which you are interested in and also which you are thinking that you are eligible for. So just remove the thinking process from your brain. Like don't ever think or imagine that you're eligible for. Just directly mail the admissions committee or the graduate coordinators and they'll help you to check your eligibility for the particular course. The graduate coordinators or the admission coordinators in each of these institutes or each of any of the foreign institutes are so friendly and they'll usually reply to your emails. So never hesitate to reply to them in case of any doubt. And email to them in a very pleasing way, like you need to be requesting. And not only if the course perfectly fits your criteria, or when you see any other courses with slightly different prerequisites and still you want to get into the course and you don't know if you're eligible or not, you can just mail the graduate coordinators. Or if you already have your course in your mind and you want to go to that college, instead of blindly applying for the college, just email the graduate coordinators. So they'll be very helpful. They'll reply to your email. The only thing you need to do here is be polite and ask like you're requesting the information. And keep smiling. Have a good day. See you in another one. The next one would be how to choose your college. So stay tuned. Be safe. Bye guys.